All the married people, clap your hands and make some noise. Now, my wife tells me that being married is like being in a book club. It only works if everyone reads the book. And I said, can it be a comic book? Because I like pictures. And she said, no. It's the book of love with chapters on intimacy, personal relationships, and communication. And I said, is there a chapter on werewolves? Because I like reading that kind of stuff. So I said to her, look, we've been married 27 years. Yep. And she said, we only got 2 to go. I said, well, what happens in 2 years? She said, well, the kids graduate and we gotta have a conversation. No, ma'am, you can text me and then I'll get back to you. Now she says, it would be helpful if you would say cute names to me like honey and baby. And I said, I don't call you those names out of respect because I don't want to call you by another woman's name. So I'm staying in the guest bedroom and I'm video chatting with my youngest daughter. Now this is the daughter who said to me, Daddy, I'm not going to have sex until I get married. And I said, honey, I support you. And she said, as long as I can get married at 16. That's what I'm dealing with. So I'm video chatting her and her husband, and I say to them, marriage is like a book club. It only works if everyone reads the book. And my daughter says, do they have book readings on TikTok? No, honey. And then she jumps up and her husband jumps up and music comes on. They say, Daddy, do you know this one? And they start dancing across the floor. I said, stop tick-tocking right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all not gonna make it. But good luck. Now, I'm gonna tell you what marriage really is. It's when your wife says, do I look fat in this outfit? And you say, no, honey, you look great. And she says, I'm giving you a pass. Tell me the truth. Yeah. And when that happens, I say, honey, do you know this one? Because you're not going to get me. I'm not going to be the one. Now, that's what marriage is about. It's about setting expectations. When I was in college, I had a great friend, tall, blonde, blue-eyed. We were in theater class together, and when I would see her, I would say, you are Marty McFly. You traveled back in time so that your parents would get married and save your existence. And then she would say, Michael J. Fox, Back to the Future. Now, she had not seen a lot of movies with African-American characters, so I gave her a list to watch. On Monday, we had a Black History Month event. In the middle of all of the African-American students, she came up to me and said, you are Kunta Kinte. I shouldn't have given her roots. She continued. You were chained in Africa, brought back to America, where your generations rose. And then she pointed at my friend and said, who played Kunta Kinte? And he said, who is LeVar Burton? Now we're playing Black Jeopardy. Then somebody behind me said, I didn't know white people watched Roots like that. And everybody applauded. And that's when I realized sincerity in presentation is everything. And I applied that 2 months ago. When my wife's ex-boyfriend drove my mother-in-law to our house to visit, and he stayed for 2 nights, and everything was cool. My wife made a nice dinner. He sat there and ate. But do you know he slid his plate over to my wife and said, I think I'll take some more. I said, well, you better get up like it's Golden Corral and help yourself. So we were watching Law & Order, and this nut's gonna say, is there an objection? Do we need a continuance? I said, are you quoting Law & Order right now? No, we don't need a continuance. You need to get up and get your own food. He said, dum-dum. No, sir. No, sir. Go over there and help yourself. He said, well, do you have dessert? I said, yeah, we got dessert. He said, do you have cake? I said, we don't have cake. He said, do you have pie? I said, we don't have pie. He said, do you have ice cream? I said, no, but I will go get you a piece of dessert. And he said, a piece of what? I said, these nuts. I will get you a piece of that. And you can sprinkle them all around. Now get up, go get 2 vanilla Oreos, and sit your country down. My wife had enough. She got up and she said, James is a guest in this house. What do you say to him? I said, well, James, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you are Kunta Kinte. Now, can I help you with anything else? He said no, and we enjoyed the rest of our evening. That's my time, everybody. Thank you.